The first day of practice is always exciting, but full disclosure, it's almost anticlimactic with the new rules because they allow us to work with them 4 hours a week starting the first day of summer school. So as long as we're in school, we have them 4 hours a week. We have 10 weeks of summer school, so that's 10 weeks where we were touching them for 4 hours a week. Now, Kellen and Quantas and Alvin may have been doing individuals, and Coach Bishop has them in the weight room, and then our condition, and then I'll have them maybe an hour and a half, 2 hours a week. So try not to overdo it. Fabian's out with a little injury. Armani had 102-degree temperature. But it's almost when your best players are out of practice, it's not always a bad thing. Because now all of a sudden Nate's got to play all the minutes, and he needs that because he's got to learn. If Armani was here today, he played half the practice. Having Fabian out allows us to look at a small lineup. So I always look at the glass half full when guys are out of practice. Now, when we start getting everybody here closer to game time, we'll start focusing on that. But right now, I really like this team, and it starts with our leadership. Galen and Corey are two guys that's got some battle scars, and they know how to win. So it's a pleasure having those leaders.
I've noticed some new faces out here. Can you kind of briefly touch on some of the new guys we'll be seeing this season?
Yeah, we have 4 new guys. Now, one is redshirting. Justin Gorham, who transferred here from Towson State, he's going to be an outstanding player for us, number 20. But the 3 guys that will play this year, Dejan Giroux, number 13. Just a 6'5", lanky ball player. Doesn't really have a position. He's just a good guard. When I was recruiting Rob Gray, somebody asked me what position he played, and I said guard. We like to grab kids like that and manufacture offense. Dejan's really good at playing off high pick and rolls. He can get in the lane, and he's got a really good mid-range game. His 3-point shot's really improving. Coach Quantas doing a great job working with his shooting. Bryson Gresham, number 55. Bryson's right at 6'9", but he has almost a 7'3" wingspan. Excellent in and out of screens. We emphasize sprinting in and out of screens. Bryson's the best we have at that. Good rebounder, really, really athletic. And then the freshman, Nate Hinton. The best thing about freshmen is they become sophomores. But freshmen, when you're on a good team, especially a veteran team, it's always tough to be in a freshman. But all freshmen in our programs is kind of like a sorority or fraternity. You've got to pay your dues. And but he's going to be a good one. I really, really like Nate Hinton.
With the added contact with the players during the offseason you guys get now, does it change a little bit the expectations of how quick you expect these guys to get up to speed once you get into full practice mode?
Not really, because everybody's in the same boat. Everybody's has a chance. When Galen was a freshman, we went to China. We had 10 early practices, and we played 5 games over in Eastern China. I thought that really helped us. But there's no substitute for playing games. You can practice until the cows come home. Your improvement comes from playing against another team. Practice. Okay. We got a scrimmage game on October 27th, and then we have a exhibition game, on December 1st. I think our biggest improvement will come from the scrimmage to the exhibition game, and then the exhibition game to our first game. Okay. So practice, we're just creating habits, establishing some ground rules with our culture, how hard we want to play, emphasizing the areas. Then you got to go play. And so I like having a lot of practice time, but I don't think you see your improvement until you actually play games.
You just mentioned the culture and establishing those things. I know defense is one of those things. I saw you guys working on that when we were in here. Why is that so important for the culture of this program?
Yeah, the reason why our team was so good last year was because we could guard. And I think defense is just an area of the game that travels. Shooting doesn't always travel. Rob had 39 against San Diego State. He was 6 for 23 against Michigan. But the reason why we could have won that game was because of our defense. We defended them. I mean, really defended them, and we rebounded. So, our mainstays, the things that we emphasize day in and day out, is our defense, our defensive schemes, how we're going to defend actions. And that's all defense is. Every team is going to give you a different action. They're going to emphasize a different part of the floor, whether it's the low post, elbows, wings, high post, slot screens, middle screens, side screens, whatever. And what we do is just try to guard actions. If we're going to play small, we've got to be able to guard the low post. So how are we going to do that? Somebody gets beat baseline, who's to help and who's to crack back? So we're constantly working on our secondary and our third level of help with our defense, but that's what takes the most time. We weren't a very good defensive team in November last year. Got better in December, but by the time we hit January, we could really guard.
How much do you, as a coach, talk to them about last season and bringing that up and what they were able to do, and seeing that banner up there and here and that kind of thing?
Yeah, not much. I just think it's kind of irrelevant because there's 4 guys sitting in the room, or 5 really, because Weston's little brother Neil Van Beck, Justin Gorham, Nate Hinton, Dejan Jerome, Bryson. So I would be talking to a few guys. So it's not relevant. The guys that went through it, I don't think they need me to remind them. I think they've internalized their feelings on that. I may remind them individually occasionally, but as far as talking to the team, nah.